At 27 years old, Omar had nothing. No job, no savings, no degree. His own father looked him in the eye and said, "You will never amount to anything." His girlfriend left him for someone more successful. His friends stopped calling. He ate one meal a day to survive. But here's what nobody knew. Inside that broken, hungry, rejected young man was a fire that was just getting started. This is Omar's story. And by the end of it, I promise you, you will never call yourself a failure again. Omar grew up in a small house with 4 siblings. His father worked double shifts at a factory. His mother cleaned houses on weekends. Money was always tight, but love was always present. He tried college, failed his first year. He tried a government job, didn't pass the test. He tried working at his uncle's shop, got fired after 3 months. Every door he knocked on closed in his face. By 27, he was sleeping on a mattress on the floor of a one-room apartment. His phone was always on the verge of being disconnected. He owed money to 3 people. One night, he sat in the dark, electricity cut off, and asked himself one question. Is this really all my life is going to be? He didn't have an answer. Not yet. One Tuesday morning, Omar was sitting at a tea stall, the cheapest one in the neighborhood. He had exactly 20 rupees left in his pocket. He ordered a cup of chai and just watched. He watched the tea stall owner, an old man, maybe 65, moving quickly, laughing with customers, making change without thinking. The stall was small, barely 6 feet wide, but there was always a line. Something clicked in Omar's mind. He leaned over and asked the old man, "Cha-cha, how long have you had this stall?" The old man smiled. 32 years, beta. Do you own it? Every brick. Omar looked at that tiny stall, and for the first time in years, he didn't see poverty. He saw possibility. He went home and wrote one sentence in a notebook. I don't need a big opportunity. I need one small one, and the courage to take it. Omar borrowed 5,000 rupees from his mother. Money she had saved coin by coin for years. He bought a second-hand bicycle, a small cart, and basic supplies. He started selling fresh juice on a street corner near a busy market. The first day, he sold nothing. People walked past without looking. The second day, 2 customers. The third day, he ran out of stock. He reinvested every rupee. He woke up at 4 a.m. every single day. Summer heat, winter cold, rainy season. He didn't miss a single day. 6 months later, he had a small stall with a proper sign. 1 year later, he had 2 employees. 18 months later, he opened a proper shop. His father walked past one day and stopped. He looked at the sign. He looked at the customers lined up. He looked at his son, standing tall, confident, clean, running his own business. The old man said nothing, but Omar saw something in his father's eyes he had never seen before. Pride. 2 years after that night in the dark, with no electricity and no hope, Omar got a call. It was from a large food company. They had seen his shop. They had tasted his product. They wanted to talk about a partnership. He sat in their office, in a suit he had bought just for this meeting, across from 3 executives in a glass tower. These were the same kind of people who had once made him feel invisible. And he realized something sitting there. He wasn't nervous, because he had already survived the hardest thing. The version of himself that had believed he was worthless. Everything after that was just business. Omar didn't become successful because he was special. He became successful because he refused to accept the story others told about him. His father said he would never amount to anything. His girlfriend said he had no future. The world said he was too late, too poor, too uneducated. And he said, "Watch me." So if you're sitting somewhere right now, tired, rejected, overlooked, and underestimated, let me tell you what Omar wants you to know. Your worst day is not your last day. The people who doubted you don't get to write your ending. You do. Every single morning you wake up is a chance to take one small step. One cup of chai, one idea in a notebook, one decision to not give up. That's all it takes. Not perfection. Not talent. Not connections. Just the refusal to quit. If Omar's story gave you even 1 ounce of strength today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a fire in the comments if you're ready to start your own comeback. Subscribe for more real stories that remind you, no matter where you are right now, your story is not over. See you in the next one.